no, the government is not going to be the entity to teach kids to be critical thinkers, independent-minded. In California, state lawmakers have passed a law that requires California teachers teach media literacy in public classrooms. This was the article from the Seattle Times. It said state leaders in California have a, quote, strong interest, the new legislation says, in ensuring young Californians are equipped to properly confront the misinformation found on digital platforms. Except the backer of the bill said that when he was referring to misinformation, he's like, from climate denial to vaccine conspiracy theories to the January 6th attack on our nation's capital, the spread of online misinformation has had global and deadly consequences. And to me, just in the things that he named in giving a justification for the bill he proposed that ultimately passed, I thought, of course, if a state like California is going to teach media literacy to kids, it's all going to be about right-wing disinformation, and it's not going to look at any of the disinformation or misinformation coming out from the left. It's certainly not going to be something that truly equips kids to be able to navigate an ever-growing, ever-confusing media landscape, because it is hard. And it's even hard for adults, by the way, to be able to navigate what's true and false. But it certainly does not help when you have a politically motivated government that is one party that is going to decide what kids need to be taught when it comes to media literacy. And then I just saw this out on social media that Governor Kathy Hochul in New York has just ordered that the same thing be done there.
Today I'm directing the Director of Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services to develop media literacy tools for K through 12 in our public schools. This will teach students and even teachers to help understand how to spot conspiracy theories and misinformation, disinformation, and online hate. Start talking about what we're seeing out there. Give the teachers the tools they need to help these conversations in school. And by teaching younger New Yorkers about how to discern between digital fact and digital fiction, we can better inoculate them from hatred and the spread of it, and help prepare them for a very fast-moving and often confusing world.
Inoculate them from hatred. Just hatred from the right? What about hatred from the left? I don't trust you to do it. The same way I wouldn't, by the way, and I'll talk about it, my sister and I had this conversation kind of on Florida Report today. I wouldn't trust someone like Gavin Newsom or Ron DeSantis to do that either. In Florida, not one bit would I want Florida and Ron DeSantis teaching kids their media literacy. I don't think it's something that politicians should be involved in at all, especially in today's climate. And when she talks about, protecting them from conspiracy theories, I keep going back to all the quote unquote conspiracy theories in the last 3 years that people were, again, alienated and called conspiracy theorists for that turned out to be true. And then all of a sudden the mainstream media picks up on those stories, and we forget that you had a whole swath of people who were absolutely vilified for spreading quote unquote conspiracies. So no, the government is not going to be the entity to teach kids to be critical thinkers, independent-minded, and to look for facts and redundancy when they are consuming media. The government ain't it. I don't care what government, what political ideology the government is.